I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Song is going to be a shorter gameplay segment to finish it. I wanted to pair it with the day we're going to do the podcast. So we're going to do a podcast and Silk Song tomorrow. Then we'll do more Mortal Kombat on Thursday. Okay. I'm shocked. The Mortal Kombat stuff actually is doing well on the channel when it comes to like overall views on the videos. They have more views than most of the games I'm playing right now. I'm shocked. I didn't think that classic Mortal Kombat would get that kind of attention, but people are liking it. Not to say that it's groundbreaking views. I mean, we're talking between 1,000 to 2,000 views a video, but you got to understand that number one, I'm not getting ad blocker views anymore. Like those have been removed. And I would argue probably a hell of a lot of people watch with ad blocker on. So probably they really are 2,000 to 3,000 views, but you know, I wasn't getting credit for that anyway. But it is the most viewed thing I'm doing right now. So yeah, pretty cool. I want to play more. What I want to do is Mythology Sub-Zero. That game apparently is infamously bad. And, you know, people have really enjoyed watching me suffer through this collection. So I think it's going to be a fun thing to do on Thursday. That I'm excited for. Here's what I'm nervous about. Tonight's late stream. Why am I nervous about tonight's late stream? It's Ninja Gaiden 4. And to be honest, I don't think Ninja Gaiden 4 is really working that well anymore. Ninja Gaiden 4 is incredibly repetitive. It's literally run around, run into enemies, fight them, run around, run into enemies, fight them, fight them, fight them, fight them, boss fight them, a little bit of platforming, fight more enemies, fight. It's very repetitive to the point where last stream people were bored. And we're only like 3 or 4 streams in, which is why I haven't played the game in a week. So I'm very interested to see if Ninja Gaiden tonight is going to do well. If it doesn't do well, we're probably just going to say, well, it is what it is. We're not going to play it anymore. Well, I'm curious. Like, it's not that I don't like the game. I do. I think that the combat is fun. But it's so repetitive. It's hard to say that that kind of game holds water in 2025 when we have advanced past that repetitive formula of just combat in most games that we play today. You know, earlier this year, we did Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. And I think the reason that playthrough resonated was because it was a blast from the past. It felt like a retro game. We haven't seen that in a while. But now we're playing Ninja Gaiden 4 only like 6 months later, and it feels like we're playing Ninja Gaiden 2 Black again. It feels like the same game, just with better graphics and, you know, different story, but it's the same game, essentially, right? So, there you go. I guess we want to see how it goes tonight. If you guys come by tonight, this is like the important stream for Ninja Gaiden 4. If it goes well, I'll keep playing it. If it ends up being a dud, then, you know, we're done with it. Sucks because I've had great momentum. Like, everything I'm doing recently has been doing really well. Pokemon has its own viewers and community that come by and hang out and name the Pokemon and have a great time and support the stream. Mortal Kombat has its own audience, fighting games, classic stuff, you know, rage bait stuff because I'm raging at the game and people are like excited to see me be frustrated. You know, that's been working. Tormented Souls 2, people who want horror, right? That has its own audience. And so a Silk Song, of course, you know, a Metroidvania with the best of the year, if not the best of many years, right? So those are all having a good time, good audience, but I don't know if Ninja Gaiden 4 really has much of an audience. That's kind of the problem. I guess we'll have to see. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you like my shirt. Are you not the same person from yesterday who said that you couldn't stick around because of your schedule, but because you have the same avatar, but you changed your name? What's up, Filipino? How you doing? Thank you. Pupe. Your name is Pupe Dick. Where do you come up with these names? It's disgusting. Absolutely revolting. And I had to say it on my stream. Anyway. Princess Luna, good morning. How you doing? Good to see you. Level Red Podcast? What does that mean? Level Red Podcast. I don't know. Good morning. We are at 5 out of 10 goals hit already, which is shocking that this quickly we're already halfway to another DSP tries it, which is going to be the return to Jollibee, which I was so shocked it was so good when we did it in the summer that I want to go back and try other stuff. To be honest, I don't know what else they have. We have to check the menu, but I know they had stuff that I hadn't tried yet. Besides Wings, is there any other internet persona you like to interview? Yes, but they're never going to let me interview them. It's like I said, last year, I started reaching out and contacting a bunch of people. Some people were like internet personas. Some people were like people from various different gaming communities, other community commentary communities. I had at least 3 different people who were incredibly interested in doing content with me. And then when they researched the situation, because, they knew who I was, but they weren't familiar with my situation per se. Then they would all look into it, and then they come back. When I get time to try to schedule them, it would be like, no, on second thought, I looked into it, and you're really one of the most harassed people on the internet with the amount of trolling you get. We found out about Kiwi farms, and we found out about these idiots who have entire channels dedicated to you. And the last thing that we need is to be in that content. We don't need that negative association. It's not you because you're not making that content. But the fact that people are doing that every day with anything you're involved in, we can't be involved in that. So because of that, they all backed out. I had people from various, I had one, it would have been a fascinating interview. This one interview about the history of a certain gaming community and stuff like that. It would have been absolutely amazing. And then I had another one where it was something you never would have suspected. It was something completely out of left field, but it actually, I think, would have been fascinating content. Okay? The thing is, I'm never going to tell you what it is because if I do, people will go harass those people. So I'm never going to tell you what it is. I'm going to always keep it a secret. But it just sucks because I did the work. I put in the time. I was up some nights. I was fucking writing 100 messages a night to different people, feelers, going out there. I was talking to fucking PR groups and shit, and none of it came to anything. I worked my butt off for several months there trying to get shit done, and I couldn't lock anything in because of my trolls. Yes, Pokemon. That's correct, Syrup. Pokemon. We're playing Pokemon today. Yeah, I guess it's an interesting way. Kratos fanboy calls it the troll firewall. That is kind of an interesting thing because, what they call it is the vortex. These idiots are a vortex around me. I'm at the eye of the storm, living normally, living my life, making fun content, ignoring all the nonsense around me and outside of me because I don't care. It doesn't really affect me and my core content in any way. I just go through life doing my own thing. But these idiots who just orbit around me, orbiters, right? They're orbiting around me. Can't stop getting involved. Got to make content about it constantly. They almost become this insulation from me being able to reach out and do content with other creators. It has nothing to do with me. No, Pedro, the problem is he says, just ignore them and they go away. That's the complete wrong answer. I ignored them for many, many, many years, and all that happened is they just became more empowered to say more toxic things about me. They created their entire communities based around negative memes and stereotypes about me that weren't actually factually true at all. Maybe based on a tiny little thing here or there that actually happened, and they extrapolate upon it and blow it the fuck up. Like, my wife comes on a stream last year. She gets treated very badly by my trolls on the internet. She basically says, well, I don't want to go on stream anymore. Now the narrative is she left me. No, she just doesn't want to be in my content anymore because she got bullied. How does that equate to she left me? There's not even a logical equation there, but that's what they say, you see? So ignoring it just allows them to keep going and make monetized content about it. And the thing is, there's absolutely nothing that I could do to stop any of it. Unless I have lawsuits, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to hire a lawyer and go to lawsuit heaven and just start slapping people with cease and desists, which I could do legally, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be here doing my own positive content and ignoring them. But the funny part is you say, you got to ignore the trolls. Don't bring them up. When did I bring them up? You guys did. You asked me a question. I answered logically and honestly. There you go. That's the answer. Did I bring up any specific trolls? Oh, I don't even know my trolls. Most of them, like I said, I didn't even know who they were until people told me who they are. I don't pay attention. I don't give a shit. Every day there's a new 10 of them anyway, so why do I care? I don't give a fuck about it. What's up, Game Boy? Good morning. See, I do understand it now because some people say I don't understand how people could be like that. It's an entire generation of people. They're terminally online, meaning they've been online since the day they were born. So most of their existence they feel is online. Anything online is more important to them than anything offline. They formulate entire social groups and communities around online hatred because they don't have real friend groups outside of the online existence. So it's this weird virtual social relationships that they have that are very fucking bizarre. They're basically half developed humans and they just sit on the internet internally doing this. And then there's people who capitalize on them by preying on them. They make content that's toxic. It's not true, but it's toxic content. And they know that these people who need this kind of social existence online will feed upon and bite into that content. That's what it is. Like, I used to be like, I don't get it because I wasn't part of it. Now I've seen the big picture and I see what's going on. It's pretty disturbing because this is human existence we're talking about. We have humans who literally just live online and they think that the online drama and nonsense is important when it's not. It doesn't affect anything that happens offline. But they're that crazy. They're that plugged in all day. They feel like that's human existence. It's fucking not at all. It's not. But I keep telling people, it doesn't matter how many people say nasty things about me. As long as I'm still making content, people like it, they support it, and I can support my family. Why do I give a shit about what these idiots say about me online? I'm doing great right now, actually. So why would I give a shit? But that's it. To them, that's the core of their existence is like, this is the most important thing to them. So as long as they're part of this weird, disgusting social group online, they're happy. What's up, Jade? Good morning. Good to see you. Just about to be afternoon here. So we'll hang out for a few more minutes. I'm hoping to build up attendance a little bit more for Pokemon before we begin today.